And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Bills on Thursday night.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Bills Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he returns this to the 22. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Burrow looking to pass. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now it's Crowder. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots, and here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
On first down, Allen, and that's incomplete. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A big play there for Cincinnati.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Mixon. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Mixon again, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Allen from the gun on third down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. The Bengals drive about to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On play action, Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Allen going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense.
He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence...
Oh, and now some space to operate. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase,
his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And according to the Next Gen stats, he covered nearly 40 yards after that initial contact. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And the Bills getting set to go.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd and 10, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Allen to throw once more. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Allen now on 1st down, setting up the screen for Cook. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Allen. And Diggs has it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 37.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that'll get the deficit down to 15. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Burrow now off the bootleg. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this one is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And off the deflection, it's caught. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. About 3 yards there to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Down to the 25. The offense
offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run for it with Mixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter. McPherson now for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw, it's Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here's Chris Jones now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back now in Buffalo. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but This offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And quickly, they get to the line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. That's caught. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Let's see what you got. 58. 12. 12. 12. Stay with your man. 58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58. Right there.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 58 to Mike. Let's go, D. 58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. 11.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 49. 49, guys. Mike. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Exit. Mike's 49.
Burrow will throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Bills say they have it, and they do. So the onside kick is recovered. And, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. After the sack on first down, Burrow got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Now it's Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the fourth most in a single season. And the Bengals stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Now it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't. because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And
salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check. You not a pool, BB King. I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news. They got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, a politics. Fighting in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her first. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all that doubt. You gotta pay my extra rent. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blowed her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competing. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high.